Welcome to VARINDIA News Hour. Digital payments in India is projected to reach $10 trillion by 2026. A report from Boston Consulting Group and PhonePe says that Indian digital payments and its extensive Pulse database is going to look at top digital payments trends in India. India's digital payments landscape has witnessed a phenomenal growth over the past 5 years. As a result of this unprecedented growth, digital payments will constitute 2 out of 3 payment transactions by 2026. The report also talks about how the digital payments ecosystem has been positively disrupted by the entry of multiple new players with diverse offerings driving digital payments adoption at scale. Leading global and Indian fintech players have been key drivers of UPI adoption in India among end users, aided by build-out of a large QR code-based merchant acceptance network and further supported by user-friendly interfaces, innovative offerings and an open API ecosystem. The report goes on to list the levers for further growth of digital payments in India, which include simplified customer onboarding, continued push for consumer awareness, expanding merchant acceptance, merchants getting greater access to credit, infrastructure upgrades, and the setting up of a financial services marketplace driving growth in under-penetrated regions. It also talks about how IoT, 5G, and CBDC will provide further impetus to growth. The report is an in-depth commentary on the growth of digital payments in India and looks at factors and enablers that will help unlock the massive growth potential going forward. India's largest fintech platform has seen the growth of UPI over the last few years. UPI has supercharged India's transition to non-cash payments when it comes to both person-to-person and person-to-merchant transactions. Not surprisingly, UPI saw about a 9 times transaction volume increase in the past 3 years, increasing from 5 billion transactions in FY19 to about 46 billion transactions in FY22, accounting for more than 60% non-cash transaction volumes in FY22. This indicates that digital payment has truly gained ubiquitous acceptance across the country. While Tier 1 and 2 cities have witnessed high acceptance of digital payments, penetration in Tier 3 and 6 cities shows headroom for growth. Going forward, the next wave of growth will now come from Tier 3 and 6 locations, as evidenced in the past 2 years, wherein Tier 3 and 6 cities have contributed to nearly 60 to 70% of new customers for the growth. Experts say India is set to become a digital payment economy as a source of payments invert, with 65% transactions being done digitally by 2026 as opposed to 40% transactions today. Merchant payments will emerge as the most powerful driver of this growth, especially in the offline segment due to growing QR code deployments. We expect that merchant payments will soon outpace person-to-person fund transfers. We are going to witness the progression from embedded payments to embedded finance. As more and more merchants begin to accept digital payments, it will unlock a significant change in access to credit for small merchants due to the creation of a digital transaction trail. Let's look into today's headlines in VARINDIA. Multiple vulnerabilities found in Google Chrome and Mozilla Firefox. Several high-severity vulnerabilities have been detected in 2 of the most commonly used internet browsers. According to 2 separate advisories issued by Certain, a total of 15 vulnerabilities have been detected in Mozilla products, including Mozilla Firefox and Mozilla Thunderbird, while 8 vulnerabilities have been found in Google Chrome. Thunderbird is an open-source email service provider by Mozilla. Both products have also released patches for all the bugs in their latest software update, and users are advised to update their browsers immediately to avoid falling prey to cyber attacks. Apple launches MacBook Air 2022 in WWDC. Apple took the WWDC 2022 stage to announce the brand's new redesigned MacBook Air. The 2022 MacBook Air now features an M2 chip, a notched display, MagSafe support and more. The 2022 MacBook Air comes with a larger 13.6-inch display but tinier bezels on all sides. The MacBook Air M2 starts at Rs 1,19,900 and Rs 1,09,900 for education. The dual USB-C port power adapter is priced at Rs 5,800. Apple will begin selling the new MacBook Air and MacBook Pro variants in India starting next month. PhysicsWallah becomes unicorn after raising $100 million. PhysicsWallah, an edtech platform for engineering and medical entrance exams, has raised $100 million in its Series A funding round from marquee investors Westbridge and GSP Ventures with a unicorn valuation. With this, the firm has become India's 101st unicorn and the first edtech player this year to touch the coveted unicorn club. The firm will utilize these funds for business expansion, branding, opening more PW learning centers, and introducing more course offerings. The online learning platform aims to prepare students for engineering and medical entrance examinations. MeitY proposes Grievance Panel for social media platform in its new draft IT rules. In a press note attached with the reloaded draft notification to amend the Information Technology Rules 2021, the Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology said that it will hold public consultation in mid-June on the proposal to set up a grievance panel that will have the power to retract decisions of social media companies and other internet firms aimed at addressing some infirmities and gaps arising out of big technology companies. Under the rules, significant social media intermediaries or those with over 50 lakh users are required to appoint a grievance officer, a nodal officer and a chief compliance officer who have to be the residents in India. EU agrees single mobile charging port to Apple. Apple will have to change the connector on iPhones sold in Europe by 2024 after EU countries and lawmakers agreed to a single mobile charging port for mobile phones, tablets and cameras. Brussels has been pushing for a single mobile charging port for more than a decade, prompted by complaints from iPhone and Android users about having to switch to different chargers for their devices. Apple has warned the proposal would hurt innovation and create a mountain of electronic waste. That's all for now. Please like, share, comment and subscribe to VARINDIA News Magazine. You can download the VARINDIA app from Google Play Store and Apple App Store for the latest news and updates. Stay tuned. Thank you.